Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of the Single Dad's Cookbook. Today we're going to be making my version of Peri Peri Chicken. Now for this you're going to need to marinate the chicken, so you're going to need a big bunch of cilantro or coriander, some chilies, whatever heat that you want, some garlic, some ginger, some basil, salt, pepper, olive oil, paprika and oregano. So buy this. Now Peri Peri Chicken has become extremely popular over the last few years thanks to a well-known chicken franchise. Now this is based on an African Peri Peri sauce recipe, just toned down a little bit for my family. In that recipe they use bird's eye chilies and they use a pound of them. It's a bit excessive for your average family taste buds. So I've pared it right back and I'm just using these jalapenos. But again, you just be careful. If you are adventurous, then you upgrade your chili game. You do that. Whatever is your taste buds. Now everything that I mentioned in the ingredients, I'm just throwing them into this little food processor that I've got. It can handle sort of little marinades like this. For the ginger, I'm just, because it is quite fibrous, I'm just giving it a bit of a slice up just to help the food processor. This chicken, once it's been marinated, would be unbelievable for barbecues. Summer's upon us. Honestly, get it out on the barbecue if you've got one. It would be incredible. And it wouldn't just go on fish, chicken, it would go on fish as well, I would imagine. And that's the key to this. And while I'm just chopping up these last little chilies, I just want to say, if you're new to the videos and the channel, and you've not yet, by all means, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. The comments that have been coming in are brilliant. I love to hear it when you have made the recipe and tried the recipe yourselves. That's what I'm doing this for. In these times when things are becoming ridiculously expensive, these ingredients all in cost maybe a couple of pound, and it makes such an unbelievable marinade for the chicken. And I'm using chicken thighs, bone in. I think I got 7 or 8 chicken thighs for about £3.50 from the local supermarket. So all in all, not mega expensive. So get all your ingredients in, get it on the food processor. If you've not got a food processor, you can finely dice it. You can get it in the pestle and mortar. Just take your time. If you've got a big fancy one of these, you won't need to pick it up and give it a shake like what I'm doing here. But each to their own, really. And I find this one is perfect for these type of marinades that I use. Once it's all been blitzed, I just add in a lemon just to give it that acidity, just to sort of counterbalance the chilies and just give it an extra bit of dimension and flavour there. Once you've got all that, again, instead of just looking at my forearm, you want to then get your chicken thighs out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these a bit of a butcher, just tidy them up a little bit. So make sure your lid's on there. You don't want any accidents with marinades. One last little shake to incorporate it all. And then we get it going. Once you've given everything a bit of tidy up and a clean, you can see that marinade there. Absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, guys, if you've got the ability to get this out on a barbecue, do it. I don't, so it's in the oven for me, but it would be amazing in the barbecue. So like I mentioned there, I'm just going to trim up these chicken thighs. They're skin on, bone in, because they're a little bit cheaper than the ones that are already pre-butchered. So just giving them a bit of a tidy up. Once you've got them all tidied up the way you want them, I'm just going to score them both sides so that marinade can really get in there and develop the flavour inside that chicken. So you're giving it a couple of scores either side, and I'm just putting them into a plastic bowl that I've got so I can get it in the fridge once I've got it all covered up. So both sides, let it penetrate the chicken, and then we're good to go with the marinade. So we've got that there. Give everything another clean down because you've had the raw chicken on the board. Then we just simply put the marinade in, and you can see how colourful that is. And guys, the smell coming off it was incredible. Incredible. Okay, so you get it all in. You don't want to miss any of that, and you want to get that mixed in, thoroughly mixed in. So it's getting all the nooks and crannies of the chicken. Then you want to cover it up and get it in the fridge. I let this marinade for around about 5 hours. If you can, leave it overnight. The longer you leave it, the more the flavour's going to get into those chicken thighs. So once you've done that, you want to make sure when it's time to cook it, you want to get your oven on. I have mine on at 180 degrees. That's Celsius. I believe it's about 350 Fahrenheit. So that's a preheated oven. And then all I'm going to get is a oven-proof dish. I'm going to pop them in the oven-proof dish, and then I'm going to cook that off for about 40-45 minutes. If you're doing it in the barbecue, depending on the temperature, you may need to do it a little bit longer or a little bit less. You just need to make sure you're not eating any raw chicken there, guys. But this little seasoning, peri peri, like I said, it's my take on it. It's based on an African recipe that I picked up on reading through some stuff, and I'm just going to cover it all up. Any extra bits, you don't want to leave any of that flavour in the bowl. So get it in, scrape it out, get it on the chicken, and get the chicken in the oven. And then you can sort of forget about it. The beauty of chicken thighs, they don't dry out as much as chicken breasts, and certainly nowhere near as expensive. So once it's time to come out, I've just made some oven chips, put a bit of peri peri salt on them, keeping the theme going with that well-known chicken franchise. And you can see there the beautiful chicken that's come out of it. And that's it, guys. That is my take on peri peri chicken. I hope you and your families are staying safe out there. From my family to yours. Thanks for watching, and I hope you try it. Till the next time, Single Dad signing off.